Our lives, busy, fulfilling worlds full of ups and downs, all colliding in our shared community.
The world has gotten so much smaller.
For some of us, this fast pace can be too much.
Think about your own life. Think about your friends. At any one point, some part of those people were so overwhelmed they couldn't handle it.
Stress impacts absolutely everybody.
And while stress is completely normal, like any mental illness, there is a broader impact.
Whether they have serious mental illness, whether they're struggling with life's worst disasters, or whether their life right now is just as good as it's ever been, all those situations are helped and improved by whatever this community brings that helps them enjoy life, lower stress.
One of the things that happens when we don't handle it effectively is we start to take it out on other people.
So if our stress and mental health is left untreated, it becomes part of all of our lives.
All of those take away from this city. All of them take away from you and I.
Mental health is something that touches each and every one of us.
1 in 4 persons are diagnosed, but there are those other individuals that have not been diagnosed that we really want to be able to bring in to help.
You heard that right. 1 in 4 of us is living with a mental health diagnosis, depression, post-traumatic stress, eating disorders, anxiety, and the list goes on to include bipolar disorder and schizophrenia.
And there's so much more that we should be doing for these folks so that instead of judging them.
Who's in the car next to you? Who's in class with your second grader? How is life going for them? Our community wellness needs a partner like Aurora Mental Health Center. And for 40 years, their passionate professionals have helped to stabilize our ever-changing community.
Of different individuals, different generations, different cultures, different spirituality cultures.
That's 4 decades of growing side by side. 40 years of making our world a better place.
We exploded into a real cosmopolitan city over the 40 years. And what that's meant for the Mental Health Center is mirroring that.
We all want the same things. Think about it. What makes you happy?
Everybody, no matter how serious the mental illness, person with schizophrenia, person with bipolar, me, my children, my grandchildren, you, we all really want the same thing.
And that's why we all need to care.
What we want is a reason to get up in the morning. We want a safe place to go at night, and we want a date on Friday night. That's everybody. That is literally everybody. And that when people are struggling with mental illness and stress, it's to get their life back to where those 3 things matter.
It all started back in 1975 with the dedication and vision from one ambitious woman, Ellen Marachek.
Mental health is as important as physical health, as having a job, that it's tied up into the whole system of life and the whole system of well-being.
Ellen and a very dedicated team built the Aurora Mental Health Center we have today. A grassroots vision has grown to serve over 17,000 individuals in Aurora each year.
We went from a small clinic that served the people of Aurora to a very comprehensive mental health system that serves this very complex city.
Today, there are educational resources.
Everything that we talk about in here is confidential.
Like this mental health first aid class.
We need to know CPR, and we know exactly what that is. Well, mental health is equivalent to that. There may not be a cure, but there is a possibility of recovery, that you can live with mental health and still do any normal daily activity.
There is one-on-one therapy, outreach, and extensive resources available to everyone. This private nonprofit organization is a true leader in our community.
And I throw pineapple on top.
Just ask Ernest Doyle. He lived on the streets for nearly 5 years until he met a social worker from Aurora Mental Health's PATH program. It's a drop-in center for people who are homeless.
I didn't know I had mental health issues. you think everybody else is on the same plane. Then you find out, like EJ, it's like, no, you think a little different than everybody else.
When we allow people to come to us the way that they are ready to, then they will show up for us and get stuff done. And that benefits the community in that those people are off the streets and they're out of our hospitals and they're out of our detoxes and they're out of our jails and our court systems.
Today, Ernie has a place to call home. His front door is leading to a whole new life, thanks to Aurora Mental Health. Aurora Mental Health is behind the scenes in each of our neighborhoods, helping us all to live life to the fullest. It's about educating.
Just talking to those individuals how they can be more preventative when they see a crisis happening.
It's about personalized care.
There is hope for me. There is a possible life down the road.
It's about helping families.
There will be a point in probably all of our lives where the level of stress we experience overwhelms our ability to cope with it. And at that point, I think we need to feel okay in getting the help that we need to take care of ourselves and take care of our families.
And ultimately, it's about making Aurora the strongest and safest community it can be.
You don't want people in the court system who are engaging in what we call criminal behavior, and you can head that off with mental health.
So what if Ellen Marachek could see her Aurora now?
Oh, she'd be pleased. Oh, she'd be proud, she'd be pleased. She would clearly be our biggest advocate still. She's amazing. Ellen Marachek was a force of nature.
And that force continues. Thank you, Aurora Mental Health, for a healthy and happy 40 years.